Alright, so essentially we have a new drip marketing. Yesterday it was Astra Yao, and I was mentioning how it is very likely that we're going to be getting the bodyguard as well. And that's the case. So we officially have drip marketing for two characters, both Astra Yao, which is a singer, and now we have Evelyn. Her name is Evelyn Chevalier. I was saying specifically how it is very likely that Evelyn Chevalier is the name of the bodyguard because it's such a specific name. I couldn't really see it just being a random NPC, right? And it's been confirmed. It is actually the bodyguard's name, and she looks absolutely amazing. So it seemed that she's both bodyguard and manager, agent, essentially for Miss Yao. So see here, she says, Miss Yao is currently enjoying a private time and will not be taking any interviews. 10 o'clock, guy in black, he's suspicious, I'll take care of him. You watch the perimeter, don't let any suspicious individual near Miss Yao. No one gets closer to Miss Yao than my position, of course. Of course. So what's very, very exciting here, obviously, is gonna be the case that, well, first of all, it's a new faction, right? Super exciting stuff. She's also from the stars of Lyra. What I'm wondering is, like, what are the chances that we get another character from the stars of Lyra, right? Because, like, we got the singer, we got the manager. Are we gonna get, like, a musician in the future? I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm not sure. Or maybe it's only gonna be a 2-member faction. I mean, at the end of the day, we currently have the Obel squad, which only has Soldier 11, which, by the way, I'm assuming is gonna be massively power crept by Evelyn here, because she is a fire attacker. So, we officially have a fire attacker. Finally, we are getting a new one. That's obviously very exciting. Because Soldier 11, I mean, she's fine, she does the job, but she's basically our only fire DPS currently. Obviously, I mean attacker, not DPS, because we do have Bernice, right? She's there, but Bernice is more of a off-field, you know, off-field kind of character. She's mostly restricted to Anomaly, even though she kind of builds some crits, right? But I do think that we were really in need for a main strong DPS that we're finally getting, right? Because obviously Soldier 11 was the only one we had. We don't even have a 4-star, for that matter. And she, you know, she's a standard character. So she's been okay. She's been doing the job, but now we have the possibility of getting a massive upgrade. I will say, I think she looks pretty amazing if we look at the art here. And she actually reminds me of, if you guys play or have seen Honkai Pack 3rd, she actually reminds me of a character named Lantern. It's not her actual name, but that's the title of the character. And I think the reason why is because of like she's also like a massive fighter. She has like that jacket. You see, she's like that jacket, and she's like that. She kind of looks like a, you know, I don't know. I feel like this a little bit like the bodyguard vibes, and she is essentially the bodyguard of humanity because she's fighting like monsters, even alone and until death if necessary. So she really does give me that vibes. Obviously here she has an, you know, off the shoulder kind of like shirt here with the jacket on top. I think the jacket, she doesn't wear it fully. It's probably just like on top of her shoulders. Interestingly enough, she seems to have that like, so she has like a braid thing with like an ornament. But then she kind of has the same thing that, what's her name? It reminds me of Wuthering Waves Changli here. Like she has like a circle thingy here that's attached to the end of her hair. And then she seems to have this long, 2 little ribbons. I don't know what to call them. It almost looks like leather strips of fabric, I guess. And yeah, she's having some very tight leathery pants, which I'm sure is gonna give her thighs for days. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think she looks great. Yeah, so there she goes. She looks fantastic. So as a fire character, I'm very, very excited for her. All right, let's see. What does the rest of the thing says? Here we have some messages. Why are you so sharp, Eve? What do you do before becoming a manager, a detective, or a PubSec officer? Astrayo hoping to get answers by using flattery. Yeah, I could definitely see her being like I could see her being a member of the army and then quitting and becoming a bodyguard, which is often something that people do, by the way. Like police officers or army people end up being like a bodyguard or like a just security agent is not unheard of. She's unyielding, sharp, decisive, and never leaves openings for a rebuttal. With a manager like that paving the way, no wonder she's earning what she does. An investor rep, losing ground in the business negotiation. Damn. My queen, here, over here! Wait, this lady is so pretty. Is she a celebrity as well? A new fan attending Astrayao's in-person fan events for the first time. How about using this secret to put a rest to that Nightingale swan song? A cryptic voice message from an unknown sender. Okay, so this is a message that Evelyn is looking into because that seems to be quite an angry person regarding Astrayao. So she's looking great. And yeah, obviously, stars the flower, music is magic. That's the motto of the squad. And yeah, she's looking fantastic. By the way, guys, you can flame Senna because Senna told me that he will only send me message half an hour before the start of the Azure Lane stream. And he sent me a message 45 minutes before. So, massive piece of shit. Insane. We're gonna be, yeah, fuck that guy. Anywho, looks absolutely amazing. I actually think that the beta started. I did not look into it. I tend to not look into beta too much anyway. But yeah, fire attacker, looks great. I'm not sure what kind of weapon she would be using. Actually, look at her wrist here. I just realized. There's like a thing there with like, oh my god. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Spider-Man. Because if you guys don't know, I mean, with... Well, I was going to say with Marvel, but that's not true. Marvel actually does that well. But like, if Spider-Man actually doesn't produce web, he makes it, right? He's actually an engineer. And this reminds me of the web launcher that he has, right? Look at that. So I could actually see her using like threads, right? Or like a whip. This also reminds me of like the wasn't there like a whip cutter, like a whip, a wire cutter, like a wire weapon in Cyberpunk? This gives me those vibes. So maybe she could be using that. Also like a bodyguard. That could, like, the gloves also remind me of Yinlin, for example. So yeah, that could be cool. Otherwise, if that's not the case, I could see her using like a combat knife, for example, right? Very army kind of nano wire. Thank you, that's the word. So yeah, there you go. She doesn't know she's streaming. Please excuse her. I do know I'm streaming. Like, you think I just started the stream by mistake? No, I'm streaming. Oh god. Yeah, that makes it into the video. I don't care. Anywho, very excited for Evelyn. I think she looks amazing. Man, this is tough because we're getting Miyabi, and then we're getting both Astra Yao. That's gonna be like our first 5-star support character, and then we're getting Evelyn, which is our first limited 5-star fire DPS, like attacker. This is tough because I want to get Miyabi and her signature weapon. And now suddenly we have 2 more carries coming up. Well, not carry. Well, I mean, Astra Yao as a support is probably going to be a carry as well. So yeah, we're getting both Evelyn and Astra Yao. I don't know how we're going to do that without spending. Because like I have about 200 pools, but that does not guarantee... Miyabi, her weapon, Astra Yao, and freaking Evelyn. So... we'll see. If I get super lucky and I win all of my 50-50s, maybe. Otherwise, I might have to pick up one of those characters on a rerun. And honestly, the thing, like, between Astra Yao and Evelyn, I think Evelyn's, like, vibe works for me more.
Likewise. I'm Evelyn.
Oh, see, she has a combat knife. Okay, so she might be a combat knife, or she might have both of those things. Because, like, this thing on her palm is definitely something happening. So I could see her, like, maybe using wire to immobilize enemies and then, like, slashing at them with the combat knife. That could be a thing.
Manager
Damn, those pants, holy crap.
and bodyguard.
The side gap, too. Yeah, so there you go. Looks insane. She has a nice voice. Yeah, I wonder what the Japanese voice is, because I prefer to play... You know what? Let's see. ZZZJP, maybe? Oh!
アストラお嬢様のマネージャーと身辺警護を兼任している。
Okay, I'm dead.
お初にお目にかかるイブリン。アストラお嬢様のマネージャーと身
Oh, Astra Josama. Oh, peak. Anywho, yep, love her. Oh, man. I'm gonna be so broke. That's gonna be insane. Yeah. Anywho, let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna be pulling for Astra Yao? Are you gonna be pulling for Evelyn? Are you gonna be pulling for Miyabi? Are you skipping Miyabi now that you've seen those characters? Are you gonna be pulling for all three of them? Let me know in the comment, like, subscribe, all the good, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.